There are two entities in GCAD Plus that are helpful in the early stages of a design. We allow you to use a ray and a construction line, and this little design illustrates those. Let's imagine that we have somebody walking along this particular access path. The distance of the path is the usual 1200. So if I select, and I've made its colour magenta, if I select this dotted line, it's an X line. I can treat an X line or construction line in the usual way I can treat any other entity. So I could select it and offset it and right click and set a distance, and I've set 1200, the width of the path, and pick my side. Now the magenta coloured X line or construction line sets the path, and I've put another entity here. If we look closely at the figure, so the figure's anchored on the end of a different type of construction line, and that's called a ray. Notice when we select the first of those lines, it's a construction line and it extends out. If I zoom out, can you see the line goes to the top of the screen and to the bottom? And in the properties box it's referred to as an X line. But a ray is different. A ray is different in the sense that it starts at one point and just goes to the top of the screen. So they're very handy. You can work with them, trace over them, use object snaps and so on. What I've then done is say, here's my view looking in the direction of some granitic paved, and there'll be a seat here. There's an ornamental pool there. You might want to take an opportunity to move that ornamental pool. I'll click on its base point, move it to, well, perpendicular to that ray that runs through there. And so now I get a neat sideline to the middle of the granitic path, and I can see the pool here. But when I've moved to that central point there and I swivel, I can check my exit. You can see here quite deliberately from the designer, I'm guessing you're encouraged to bend around. Not quite sure what the designer's intending here with that dark line, but that's not the point of this video. Those two types of construction lines, the ray and a construction line, are very, very useful certainly in the design phase of your work.